Alright, let's check out this hairy guy right here. What we want to do here is we want to solve for x, or actually not for t, but what we want to do is that we actually want to first get rid of our denominator. And the way that we get rid of our denominator is we find the LCD, so the lowest common denominator. And we find the lowest common denominator by finding where 5 and 4 match. If you're at the multiples of 5, 10, ... and we're at the multiples of 4, 8, ... When would these two numbers match? Well, they would match at 20, right? So that's what the common denominator is going to be, the lowest common denominator. And what we do with this number is we multiply both sides by 20. So I'm going to multiply the entire left side by 20 and the entire right side by 20. And watch what happens here. So if I multiply by 20, so it's 20 times 3/5. And so I'm actually going to write this out. 20 times 3/5 t minus 2, and I'm going to close the brackets right there. So that's 20 times this, and then I have to do 20 times negative 1/4, so that's plus 20 times negative 1/4 times 2t minus 7 is less than or equal to, and then 20 times 3 is negative, or 60. Now, if you're wondering, hey, wait a minute, why didn't you do 20 times 3/5, 20 times t, and 20 times negative 2? Okay, you got to think about it this way. This is the reason why you don't need to do that. Because when you multiply two numbers, really you can think of that as just being only one number. Like if I said 3 times 5, really, isn't this just one number, 15? Right? So think of this as one number and think of this as one number. So if I multiply two things together, I'm only going to get one number. So I only have to multiply it by one of them. Hopefully that made sense there. Think about another way to explain that, but it wouldn't make sense to multiply it to both of them because now you're going to be over multiplying. So another thing, I mean, you could multiply first 3/5 times t, 3/5 times negative 2, and then multiply everything by 20. But you wouldn't want to do it each time because now you're going to be multiplying one more than what you need. Okay, but anyways, so this is what happens here then. So 5 goes into 20 4 times. So 4 times 3 is 12. And then we have t minus 2. That's nice. 4 goes into 20 5 times. So I get 5 times, and this is a negative 1 right here. Actually, I'll do it right now. 5 times negative 1 is a negative 1. So I'll just change this to a negative 1 then. So negative 5 times 2t minus 7 less than or equal to 60. Okay, so now we have to do the sewer property and all that other kind of nerdiness, and then we should be good here. So 12 times t, 12 times negative 2, so 12t minus 24, negative 5 times 2t, negative 5 times negative 7, so that's a minus 10t, and then plus 35, less than or equal to 60. Let's see, I can combine 12t and negative 10t. It gives us 2t. I can combine negative 24 and 35. And that gives us 11. And here we go. Now we just have 2 steps left to solve this equation then. So I subtract 11 from both sides. So 2t is less than or equal to 49. Divide by 2 on both sides. So t is less than or equal to 49 halves. Okay, so interval notation, it's going to be from negative infinity to 49 halves. And oh, this right here should be a bracket right here, right, because it has the line underneath it. And our number line, we'll have 49 halves right here. So this says t is less than or equal to 49 halves. So it starts at 49 halves and it goes to the left because it's less than. And make sure you put a bracket right there because it is included.